pack explosion. It's before I picked anything up. Morning, day 102. I've already been up, dug my cat hole, got all that squared away, got my food bag. Rained a little bit last night. Gonna have some coffee and get rolling. I did 11.3 miles yesterday on Far Out. I had an elevation ascent of 3,882 feet, I think it is. And I had an elevation descent of 1,880 something feet. And I know that, again, doesn't sound huge, but that is huge to me. And I am so excited that I pulled that off. And I feel good. I feel good. I was really afraid my ankle was going to be really sore, bordering on hurt. It doesn't, knock on wood, but I'm just being forthcoming and talking about it. My muscles were sore, but I massaged them out, and you guys are going to laugh, but I massaged my muscles. I carry this, and I argued with Jen when we were going to carry it because I wasn't going to, but this thing I think has saved my hike. This little hand massager, it has different speeds, and I use this and I'm on my legs and my knees and my calves in here. I use this and I'll have sore spots that really hurt or really sore, and I'll massage it out with that, and it's kept me from having massive cramps, which I usually have, and it's just helped my body recover. And when you read the books on those, you're not supposed to massage every day. I use it every night. I just have to. And I use the flat tip, not the ball. I carry the ball with me. There's these balls right here. I carry that with me in case I have a pinpoint spot that I need to get. But this flat tip is more of a compression against a wider area. And I use that frequently. I use that all the time. That's the only one I really use. The ball I've used a couple times. I had a knot. Sometimes you'll get a knot that's just all tore up, and you gotta work that knot out. So anyway, it's a little heavy, but I've been out here. Today will be my 5th day, and it's still running. It is red, showing that it's running out of power. But yeah, this is what the tent looks like every morning. But that's why I love the tent. Again, honestly, Thunder, just close your eyes, because you would not run your tent this way. I know you wouldn't. And that's a positive thing. I think that's awesome. Oh, see my boo-boo? This Band-Aid's like, looks like one of those little Muppet babies. But the Band-Aid's hanging in, but she's fraying. I'll have to trim them frays off. But anyways, we're good stepping, looking to do, supposed to be some crazy, awesome views today. But I don't know if we're going to see them. It's all clouded in. It rained some last night, and I'm in a cloud right now. But hopefully some magic will happen, and we'll get to see some amazingness. And I'll capture that the best I can. But all right, just like to document what I do and how the mornings are, and show you this stuff. So this is what camping's all about for me. Oh, it got cold last night. It was in the 40s. It got down into the 40s. It's 49 in my tent. And it's colder outside. I don't know if you can see that. The low of 47. So it got down to 47 degrees. And it's 49 in here right now. And these tents are a lot warmer than the shelters. I slept really good. I was actually sweating. I slept with this on because I want a double hood over my head, because I sleep on my stomach and my head is always sticking out. So I wanted these double hoods to keep my head warm, and that worked. I need to keep my melon warm, but I slept really good last night. It was really hot. It was really warm. All right, we'll get this packed up. I'm gonna just eat quick and get going. I hope to get out of here in the next hour or so. This packs up pretty quick. All packed up. We did it. We camped a night at the highest point on the Appalachian Trail, and we survived. The tent was right in there. It's starting to rain on me. I don't know if it's raining or if I'm just in the clouds. I don't know if you can see all the clouds moving around behind me. But this is where we camped. I was a little nervous of these trees, but I love sleeping in a pine forest. It's so quiet. The wind in the pine trees is so softening and nice compared to maple trees or hardwood trees. A whole different sound, and it's a soothing sound. So I actually kind of like it. And the wind wasn't projected to be too crazy, so it was good. Slept really good last night. And I was on a nice flat spot. That was actually the flattest spot I've slept on in a long time. I was afraid there was a little bowl there, and there is a little bowl there. I was afraid it was going to start raining and I'd get wet out, or sleeping in a puddle. But I risked it. It worked out. The shelter is right there. Right there. That's the big shelter. I'll take a couple pictures of that. But we're stepping. I'm up. Water filtered. Trekking poles adjusted. Did my stretches. Double checked everything. Got everything packed up. I mean, look at that. Everything fits in that bag. You look at all that crap in the tent, and then you're like, how's that go in his bag? I say that every morning. Every morning I'm like, how's that going to fit in my backpack? And these backpacks are like a Harry Potter thing. Like, once you learn how to do it, you can put a lot of stuff in there, more than you want to carry. And you're all saying, you're already carrying more than you should be carrying. Yeah, you can say that, but I like my stuff. I like my stuff. So, all right, we're going to get stepping. This shirt is getting wrecked. Oh, my pants aren't fitting me. They're falling off. We're going to have to adjust them. And these pants I couldn't even put on when I bought them. I bought them in hopes they were on clearance and all that, and I really love these pants. And I was afraid they were, they won't even fit. I couldn't even button them. And they're falling off me. I got another pair even smaller than these already, so if I have to use them. So. And we had a fire last night. I had a fire last night. No one came and joined me. Everyone is in the shelter chattering their teeth out, and I was sitting around the fire nice and cozy, had my dinner. It was really nice. But the fire was right there. I had a nice fire, and I carried this log over and put my little ass pad on it and sat there and made my dinner and created a little windbreak down in here. Created a little windbreak and made my dinner with the gas. But this is a shelter. It's double decker. You can sleep up top there. It vents in there, so you can actually sleep up there. And then there's in there, and it's all four walls. It's like a little log cabin, but there's like 10 inches of gap. There's like 10 inches of gap underneath these shelters. I don't know if you can see it, but the wind just whips in there and it just freezes the floorboards. So the floorboards are like icicles when you sleep in these things. Like, look how much, it's all open. It's all open. I mean, there's no insulation or anything in there. So these shelters get freaking cold. Especially in the winter months, even more, because there's no insulation at all. So anyways, I love my tent. I'm all packed up and stepping. Still some people in there. Looks like they're all in there by the trekking poles outside. But yeah, it was a great night. Whoop, it's raining on me. Clouds are moving in. All right, see ya. I just left Roan High Knob Shelter, and it is 9:30 in the morning, but look how dark it is. And we're walking down this old road that's just rocks. And it's just hard to walk on. Can't even wait for Pennsylvania. Can't even wait for it. But this stuff's pretty miserable to walk on. But this is a trail this morning. It's all clouded in. It's like walking through a cloud. And it's not raining per se. But I am wet and getting damper by all the mist in the air. It's in all these softwoods. Luckily, I'm not pushing through them. But that'll probably happen now that I said it. Oh, here we are. We're getting tighter. Because these little fir trees hold a lot of water. You get pushing through them, you get drenched in seconds. But I just want to go on the record and say, I think I missed something. I mean, I'm up here on Roan High Knob, and I think it's the third highest point on the Appalachian Trail. And everyone was talking about this view and this knob, and I can't find it. I looked on Far Out. I stumbled around up here last night before I got into the shelter, on all kinds of different paths. I don't know. Last night was a beautiful, clear night. I should have been able to see it when I got up in here, but I couldn't find it. So I don't know where it is. And so for all you viewers knowing that there is one and I missed it somehow, I apologize. because I really wanted to show it to you. And yeah, so I don't know, we're going straight down off this sucker, so I guess there was no view. I couldn't find it, so my apologies. This whole section's been full of really cool bridges. Past few days. Well, this will tell you how much of a cloud we're in. Parking area. $5,512 feet is the elevation. I couldn't even see that truck. Stepping. Here we go. Well, sorry folks. Looks like it's gonna be a cloudy day, all socked in. It's gonna be an all socked in day. I had to make some gear changes, got the pack on. I'm already drenched, so it doesn't really matter for me, but I just want to stop my pack from getting sopping all day. I got the media mod off, the GoPro. I got my electrolytes mixed up and did a few more stretches, and now we're ready to go in the clouds. This day has been pretty crazy. I had prayed to the Lord, please show me the beauty in today. This day is beautiful, but I was walking up the trail and I started hearing this singing. And I'm like, singing? Really? And I stopped and listened to the singing, and it was a bunch of people in the woods holding communion for the Lord. And they were singing. They invited me in, and I had a wonderful conversation. Sang Amazing Grace and another song I never sang before. I'm shocked I didn't run to the hills when I was singing, but I sang and had a great time. And it was absolutely amazing to see that. And I told them that the Lord is the only one with the power to bring them out on a day like today, up here on the side of the mountain, and sing. And they were so happy. They were cold. Some young ladies there were really cold, but they were so happy and joyful. It was awesome to see. And special shout out to you guys. Thank you for that. It meant more to me than you can even imagine. The timing of that is impeccable. The fact that it's not a weekly thing, that it just happened to be a special event that you were holding, and then I seemed to cross paths with you was absolutely amazing. Thank you.
I stand here reading this sign just in pure, I don't know, like astonishment of what life they must have had back then. I mean, I'm out here hiking in all this fancy new gear, and I'm just walking the trail. These men gave their lives to defend what we have today. Doing this 170 miles in the snow with muskets and rations and ammo and powder, and I can't even wrap my head around that. It was a whole different world back then. It's just crazy to me when I read that story about the Over Mountain men. Just can't get it out of my head hiking this mountain. The bravery, the fortitude, the strength that those men possessed and displayed and did for us today. I mean, if it wasn't for their bravery and their sacrifice of doing stuff like that, would I even have a trail to hike today? Would I even have the freedoms I have today to be out here? It's mind-blowing to me. And I never heard about the Over Mountain men until just now. And I'm sure there are thousands of other instances in the same thing. And I pray that if there was ever a time I'd have to show that bravery and that strength and that fortitude, I could do the same. Because what they did was amazing. They don't have any of the modern amenities that we have today. It's just mind-blowing to think about it. Yeah. And I thank them. If I could thank them, I thank them. You know, because without them, the world we live in today, you know, would be a different place. Them and a lot of other of them doing what they did. So, yeah, that's something. And when you're out here on the trail, you know, you have time for that stuff to muddle around in your head. It's not a blip on the radar. It's not a quick passing. You're out here and you have so much time for thought, and you think about stuff, and it's just different. It's just different. This is like the first true cruisy section I've seen in like 4 days, probably 5 days, since I left Johnny's. I mean, since I left Johnny's all the way to here, it's actually been hard. Like, it's been a really tough trail. Like, I had a whole day of roots, and walking on roots is brutal. It's been a lot of elevation, up and down. I was thinking just a minute ago, like, I am tired. Like, I am straight up tired. But this cruisy section feels nice. But this is probably short-lived, and it's the only one I've seen in days. Days. I just told the Lord I was punched out for the day. I was just tired. I just want my tent. I just want to go to bed. I walk 40 more yards. And wham! I have no words. Little Hump Mountain, 5,446 feet, I think. We've been in a cloud all day, cloud, rain, and it's starting to cloud back in. I hope it don't, but this just blew out, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It is some of the most beautiful views I've seen, partially because of the way the sun is just dancing off them mountains over there and the cloud cover. Breathtaking, absolutely breathtaking. And I think we go over this one over here behind us, this one over there. I think we go over that too. I don't know if that's tonight or tomorrow. I'm pretty beat. I'm in my 10-mile mark for the day. But this is something. Oh, we did it. We found camp for the day. Bluebird's already here. Must be room for 4 or 5 tents. And we are going to chill. We've hiked hard all day. Now we get to pick a site. I see one I like. Looks good. This is a nice little campsite.
Isn't it nice? Yeah.
This is cute. That's tonight's campsite.